Hey everybody, welcome back to another DIY video since y'all don't seem to be watching my vlogs. Anyway. Today I wanted to sew a patchwork denim jacket. Since I actually don't know how to sew a jacket, I figured a really crude patchwork jacket would look the best because then all the mistakes would look like they were on purpose. I'm hoping it'll turn out really cool, really aesthetic, grungy, hippie, ugly. And spoiler alert, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I figured I'm gonna try to at least wear this once if the fabric even turns out wearable. I really want to make a jacket, but I may give up and leave it as a vest. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna make a bunch of complicated little pieces, just a big patch here and there and maybe like rip and fray the edges so they look really nice. I'm using this picture as my inspiration and now we're just gonna go from there. So for starters, I'm just laying out a bunch of big pieces of denim. I've got several pants legs and patches and stuff I've collected over the years from thrift stores and old jeans. I've got a denim jacket of mine for reference, although I'm not copying that at all, it's just there to give me an idea. I've got these two giant pieces of black denim from a pair of old jeans I had, and I think I'm going to use these as the sleeves. I set aside the waist of the pants because I thought I could use them later, but I ended up not doing anything with them. Now I'm basically just eyeballing how I want these pieces and cutting them. I'm cutting them a lot bigger than I think they need to be because I know I'm a terrible seamstress. Now I'm just going to repeat this process on the other side. Now after cutting all these random pieces, you should feel like a mad scientist, which is good because now you're pinning and sewing them together to make your very own new Frankenstein jacket. Now pick a variety of thread colors to sew your jacket together, or just use black because that's what's already in your machine. Now you can straight stitch, zigzag stitch, overlap, fray, do whatever here. Just pin the whole thing together for a very spiky emo look, I don't care. Step 3 is clean up all the scrap pieces before your mom gets home. Okay, I know I said I wanted the seams to be outside so I could fray them, but honestly I like the other side so much better, so that's what we're going with. Now I'm just wildly pinning and cutting into what I imagine is a jacket shape, I don't know. At this point, I finally realized my idiotic mistake. If I cut these pieces randomly, then tried to sew them together, the seams wouldn't line up. And indeed, they did not. So I frantically lined up the pieces best I could and cut them even more randomly. I didn't film this part, but I tried it on and cut the armholes a lot bigger, so, you know, if you're dumb enough to try this at home, try it on. Just look at how far the front panel is different from the back. Yikes. Anyways, I never claimed to be a professional, so let's sew this mess together so I can get back to doing something important like watching paint dry. Now sew it all up. But first lay on the floor because your back hurts and stare at the ceiling for a while. I thought sewing the giant pieces together would be the easy part. I was wrong. Now it's sewn, I've tried it on, and I'm making necessary adjustments like cutting a neckline and fixing this. Yeah, I know it's a mess. Now for the sleeves, there's a correct way to do this and then there's my way. Yeah, which do you think we're doing? I'm flipping the jacket inside out and pinning like so. The pant sleeves were also much bigger than the hole, so I put in these weird pleats in as if that would look good. Don't forget to apologize to your sewing machine after all this denim and maybe give it some paid time off. Big reveal in 3, 2, 1. I know what you're thinking. She's insane. And you're right, this is hideous. But it kind of does look like designer clothes. Not designer clothes like you would want, but designer clothes that are $90,000 and weird celebrities wear. For the amount of effort that I put in, it's actually not that bad. I would encourage you to make your own. This was actually really simple. It took me like a day to make. It's kind of really ugly, but I bet if you had a little bit more talent than me and you actually had patience to sew it properly, this could work out really nice. I don't completely hate the results. I mean, these jean sleeves, that's pretty cool. There are a ton of mistakes in here. I don't claim to be a professional, but I do think this looks cool in its own little weird way. Yeah, it looks like one of those outfits you'd see on Instagram that has a bunch of cool filters and it looks like really, really cool, and then you try to recreate it and it looks stupid. Except on me, it's just gonna look stupid. But I'm gonna try and take some photos and see if we can't recreate that cool look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what I should have done, what I should not have done. I want to know your opinions. If you do recreate this on your own, please send me a link. I want to see that. And thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I'm really surprised this channel isn't that impressive. Why are you all subscribed? Unsubscribe right now.